Hello everybody and welcome to my first update video of 2021, even though we're in February and I should have done one in January, but I didn't. Well, I recorded one, but I never put it up because honestly it was too whiny even for me. So welcome to the first update of 2021. It has been an interesting start of the year. It was an interesting end of 2020. Obviously, the virus is still with us, in Guernsey at least. Yeah, we are in our second lockdown. We've been very lucky that we kind of handled our first lockdown fairly well. But through overconfidence and new strains and blah, it's back in the island. We're in our second lockdown. Our numbers keep on going up. Clearly, we won't come out of lockdown until those numbers start to go down. But we are again taking the lockdown seriously as a whole, which is great. Social distancing, masks, and people really trying to stay inside as much as possible. So I'm proud of that. It's not often I feel proud about where I live, but with our handling of this, there's an argument made about maybe we give into government requests a little bit too easy. But honestly, in this instance, I think they're perfectly reasonable. You know, this isn't a... Oh God, what do you call it? It's not a quarantine. Curfew. Or, you know, stay indoors for no real reason whatsoever. There's a real reason for this. And I'm glad that, as a whole, we have our outliers, obviously, who, you know, don't believe all this stuff is real and all that kind of stuff. But as a whole, we are taking it seriously. So hopefully we will squash this fairly quick and we'll be back out of lockdown by the end of March. Would be nice. But we'll see. It'd be even better if they open takeaways by the start of March. Or even by the end of Feb. Mid of Feb. Mid of Feb sounds like some kind of weird cough medicine. Oh, honey, I have a bad cold. Have you had your Minifeb? Anyway, back to the point. This is 2021. This is February. February is going to be a busy month for me. Because I finally have the time to try and do more videos on the YouTube side. Well, so there's a number of things here. I've always had the time. That's not quite true. There's always been other things I've been doing between stream and everything. And then the end of last year was kind of a wash because I just spent most of my time worrying about things. Things that were happening and things that I've now kind of gotten under control. But one of the main things I have to do really is get back into that work ethic, which I'm going to be honest, I kind of lost towards the end of last year. I didn't write anything. I didn't really produce anything. I kept on streaming. You know, streaming is a lot of fun. But other than that, I didn't really do hell of a lot. Also, I think this video is completely overexposed with the light. Either that or I am pale as a ghost, but it's too late now. I've hit the record button. We're going to have to live with this. So I'm kind of being kickstarted. So a friend of mine has funded this month, if you like, for video production. Not a huge amount, but enough that I can, you know, buy food and not have to worry about picking up other work anywhere else. Still going to continue doing the Twitch streams. Probably going to go back to 6-hour Twitch streams at some point this month. Because I enjoy streaming. And one of the things I need to do this year is lose a lot of weight. And not stress my stomach as much as I have been by eating crap almost constantly. So the way to do that for me is to stay busy. So busy is kind of the key word, and that's great. So there are going to be more videos. The plan is, and they'll probably be over on Cakey Boy Productions. Most of them. I'm not 100% sure, even though we're already in February and I'm meant to be producing videos already. Please, friend, understand. It's me. Not 100% sure what I'm trying to do, but what I would like to do is at least 2 videos a week, possibly 3. one of the ideas is already set, and this is the one that my friend really wanted to fund because he wants to see if I can do it. Because of the second lockdown, sorry, that has hit the island, a lot of the plans for this kind of a first video series are on hold. But rather than putting the whole idea on hold, I'm going to do it basically from this angle. Probably all the videos I produce are going to be from this angle for the month of February, because a lot of the things that I need /want /had earmarked to be able to go and collect, I no longer can, because I cannot leave the house because that's not essential travel. So I'm going to do the same idea. I'm just not going to dress it up in the way that I would ideally have liked. But I think it's more important just to get the videos out there, get my mind into the schedule of producing these videos. Getting able to write again is honestly, I haven't written anything really, like sat down and tried to write anything for 5 months. And I sat down at the end of January, tail end of January, to start writing down ideas for this video series. Ideas was fine, and then I went to try and actually write the scripts, the ideas, the scripts out, and I just struggled really, really badly to get anything out on paper. So what I've been doing is getting back into my old kind of way of doing it, which is I do at least an hour of writing. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't have to be good. That's not the point of the hour of writing. The point of the hour of writing is just to write and get back into the swing of actually being able to write, getting ideas formulating in the brain again. And what I've noticed is that since I've done that, I'm dreaming less, because I've been having some really vivid dreams lately, and I'm starting to think that that's probably the kind of creative side of me trying to stay alive while I sleep, because I was not giving it sustenance while I was awake. But we are doing it, these first few videos for this initial idea. So the idea is a news conference, and I may stretch this out into like a 15-minute news segment of fantasy news. Again, looking at what's going on in the world, although at the moment that's Brexit and COVID are the two things that are really in my sphere. But trying to look what's out there and then kind of put a fantasy spin on it, while also having an ongoing segment, which is a way of telling a story, but in kind of like a news update style. I don't know how it's going to work. We're going to do the press conference first, because they'll be fairly short, 2-3 minute videos. I'll probably spend longer writing them than recording them, but with my internet being the way it is, they'll be fairly short. I can just get them up, and then we can see how it goes from there. It's very possible that a new YouTube channel will start out of there, so I may just rebrand Kiki Boy Productions into whatever the new channel needs to be. But the first one of those, touch wood, I should be getting out next Monday. So Monday the 8th of February. God, I've committed myself now. But Monday the 8th of Feb should be the first one of those. I also want to do more tabletop board game videos, and I also want to do more live action board game videos, and I'm actually working on the setup for the board game stuff right now. But again, a lot of the stuff that I kind of was able to pick up for free, I just can't do yet. So delays may happen until Guernsey is out of its second lockdown. But I'm going to try to make videos with what I've got, and then hopefully we can make them better as we go on. Because I think the key is just to make the things, right? I worry about the look, I worry about the sound, I worry about all this kind of stuff. But I think I've got it to a level where it's watchable. And, I think that's important. You've got to get to the watchable level. But more important is to actually just make the content, I think. So That's what I'm going to do. That's what we're going to spend February doing. And then we'll see how we go into March, April, and the rest of 2021. On the Twitch side, Twitch has been going really well, actually. Not a lot of viewer growth, but a little bit, which is fantastic for someone my size. The support is fantastic, as always has been. I'm well aware I've been playing way too much Apex and Call of Duty, believe it or not. Who saw that coming? I blame Rydog. Gonna try and swivel off those a little bit, but at the same time, the new Apex season is about to start. There's going to be a new Apex hero. So I would imagine for a little bit after that launch, Apex will feature quite heavily. Call of Duty will probably come out every now and then, but I don't think that's going to feature as much as it has the past couple of months since I picked it up. There's no real big games coming out that I'm looking forward to, that I'm really kind of chomping at the bit to get out. There are a few indie games that I have my eye on, which, if I'd been prepared and clever, I would have had a list so I could read them off right now. But all I can say now is there's a few indie games I'm looking forward to. And they'll kind of drip in as and when. I am looking for some more walking simulators and adventure games like Monkey Island, that kind of stuff. So if anyone's got any recommendations in those genres, please feel free to leave them below. And then we're going to do more Oxygen Not Included. We're going to do more Dyson Sphere. And we'll probably do a couple of RimWorld sessions in there as well. Over the month of February. And then just litter in a lot of other stuff. Basically whatever I feel like playing. And I still think that's the best way for me to do it. I was toying with the idea of like having a weekly schedule. So like say Monday was going to be something shooty. Tuesday would be like an Oxygen Not Included. Wednesday would be like a story driven thing. But I don't think I would like that. But it's possible that the audience would prefer that. So again, comments below, I guess. Should I do a schedule? If I was to do a schedule, how far in advance should I schedule? Like, should every Monday be something? Or should I just say on, say, like a Sunday, start of the week, this week we will be playing blah, 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 blah. Or is the ad hoc way, the way I've always done it, is that acceptable? You know, because I just tend to play whatever I feel like playing on any given day. And I don't know if that's the best way of doing it. It's going to be, in terms of Twitch and growth, absolutely not the best way of doing it, but for me I think it's the best way of doing it. Other than that, I think that's all the updates I have for this particular video. I guess I should wish everybody a happy new year because I haven't done an update video yet, but it's way too late for that, but I did it anyway. And hopefully this year will be a fun year. Hopefully a growth year. I would like a growth year. I'm not going to lie. I feel that a growth year would be really nice. You know, this will be the 3rd year of doing Twitch streaming, and it would be nice to see the numbers grow. But, hey, it is what it is. You can't force it. I don't want to force it. I only want people who like watching me to watch me. I'm not going to chase anybody else. I'm not going to change to try and get growth. It is what it is. But I would like a growth year this year. That's kind of my personal thing that I've kind of got one eye on. But yeah, that's it. That's the update. It is February. I hope you've had a good year so far. I hope I will see you around all the different places. And goodbye for now.